In this video on simplifying, we're going to be looking at expanding double brackets this time. So this video nicely follows on from the previous one where we looked at expanding single brackets. Let's look at a few examples. So when we have expanding double brackets like these ones, you can see that we have two brackets right next to each other and it appears that there's nothing in between them. Now, while it doesn't look like there's anything in between them, in algebra we don't write the times sign, so these two brackets are actually being multiplied by each other. So we need to multiply the terms in the first bracket by the terms in the second bracket, one by one, kind of like how we did before with the single brackets. A nice easy way to show how that works is by drawing arrows once again. So starting with our first term, which is x, we're going to multiply by each term in the second set of brackets. Then our next term, which is 1, that's going to multiply by each term in the second set of brackets. And I can do that by drawing some arrows on the underside, like that. This means that I'm going to have 4 multiplications, and I'm going to do them one by one and then simplify my answer. Let's start by expanding. So this will be x times 2x by doing the first term in each set of brackets. That is 2x squared. I'm now going to do the two outer terms. So x times 3 will be positive 3x. I'll now do the two inner terms, which is 1 times 2x, that's plus 2x. And then I'll do the two last terms, which is 1 times 3, which is plus 3. This is completely expanded, but it's not simplified yet. So let's do that. You might notice that we have two sets of like terms here. And that is a simplified answer. Let's look at the next problem. It looks like there's actually only one set of brackets here, but really there are two. Because we have that squared there, and a squared means we multiply that thing by itself, this is actually the same as which we can expand and simplify in the same way as the previous problem. This is often a common way of writing brackets when we have the same bracket being multiplied by itself. This is often called a perfect square when we're dealing with sort of expanding in double brackets and things. So once again, I'll draw my arrows in and then multiply term by term and then simplify my answer. And that's a completed, expanded, and simplified answer to that problem. In the last one, we once again have double brackets, but we also have an additional term here on the outside, and that does make things a little bit more difficult. My advice for this type of problem is to expand the things in the brackets first and deal with this term on the outside last. So like with BEDMAS, we deal with the brackets first before we do anything else. That means I'm actually going to have something like this, 2x outside of some brackets, and I'm going to do my expansion in a single set of brackets. So let's draw some arrows in. So I'm going to expand those two brackets now as x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. So it's not completely expanded yet. Now at this point you could expand from the 2x out like that and then expand each of those terms, but I prefer to simplify them first and then do the expansion. So let's do that. Notice that these two terms in the middle will cancel out and I'm just left with x squared minus 4. Now I'm going to expand. So that's 2x cubed this time minus 8x. And there are no like terms there, so I can't simplify any further. And that's probably as difficult as it's going to get for expanding double brackets. Thanks for watching.